Welcome to Cooking with Si. Today it's going to be lamb tagine. A couple of things you're going to need. Tagine first of all, but it doesn't need to be that. You can do it in any kind of pot that you can put into the oven. But this is a particularly good one. So it's got like a cast bottom with a pot top, well used, as you can see. We've got some lamb, different spices. We've got some cumin, some paprika, some cinnamon, some ras el hanout. Don't know what that is exactly. It's a spice blend, but it's like a Moroccan spice blend. Stock cubes, some ginger, shallots, chickpeas, and various veg. So to me, a tagine is a bit like a stew with attitude, North African attitude, and it really does come out quite nice. And it's got a little bit of a spice to it, not particularly hot. In fact, not really hot at all. Actually, there's going to be some garlic in there as well. So this is served with tends to be couscous. Is how I serve it, but you can serve it with whatever you like, really. Like I say, it's a bit like a stew, so you could do it with dumplings or whatever you could do. Anyway, I'm going to make a spice rub together to put into the lamb, and I'll come back to you shortly. Just bear with me. Right, so we've got a bit of a tidy up and sort round. So I've chopped the lamb up into smaller pieces, just so it's more appropriate for the for cooking. So one each. Ground cumin, paprika. It's a brand new one, look at that. This is from Spice Pioneers, and I would highly recommend them. If you don't use a lot of spices, these are ideal because they don't come in massive things, buckets like these things do. But so they're great for things like obscure chili seasonings and stuff like that. I think this is sort of like a Moroccan equivalent of garam masala, I think. So it's all in there. Just give it a bit of a stir around so it gets a chance to go into the lamb. Ideally, you'll put this in overnight. I haven't had a chance to do it. We all decided to have this today, so it's going to be a fairly sort of quick spice for me. But there you go. You can hear lots of noise in the background. That's the washing machine giving it what for. Because obviously here in the Ambler kitchen, just for those TikTok fans that are going to get something to see. That is a washing machine in the kitchen. I know that goes down really well. Anywho, so that's that done. Just put that to one side for a short time while you prep the veg. So I'm going to prep the veg and I'll come back to you shortly. Okay, so now we have all the veg ready prepared. So I'm just going to put you back on this side now. Make sure you can see that properly. There we go. So a little bit of heat under the tagine pan. I would say sort of a medium heat. Because all you want to do is just brown off the lamb a little bit. Just give it a little bit of flavour. So a little bit of oil in, not much. Less than a tablespoon there. Just let it heat up before you put the lamb in. I've got the oven on. I've got the oven on 160. And I'm just trying to think what else I've done. Oh yeah, I've put some ginger. I forgot to add ginger into my mix, so you can actually see in there. I was looking for ground ginger earlier and I couldn't find any, so I've just put some chopped up fresh ginger in there. You can see that in there, just to add to the flavour. Not like me not to have something like ground ginger, but there you go. I don't. just in with those. It smells lovely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in, brown them off a little bit. And then take them out and put the onions in. There's actually loads of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to get it all in here or not. Pop that on the side because your meat's going to go back in there. So. As far as the veg is concerned, it's just a case of, I mean, I know that the turnips there, you'll think, you look, that's not really very Moroccan. No, it's not. But it's just, it's a case of what you've got in. And, you know, if you like it, stick it in. If you don't like it, don't put it in. Simple as that. I don't particularly like prunes. Prunes goes in this dish, and that's part of the recipe. But it's not something I enjoy, so I don't put it in. Not really a tagine, maybe. I don't know. Nice little bit of colour we want to add in. Don't want too much on it. Don't want to burn the ginger and the spices too much. That's the kettle going on for the stock. Nice. Set them back out. The onions in, the shallots in, sorry. Just for a couple of minutes. Gonna have to put some more oil in now, I think it's been a bit stingy with the oil. I'll put a bit of water and just keep it loose. Just doing the stock underneath the camera here. Don't really can quite see it, I don't think you can. I've actually got a little bit on the right hand side of my hob here. I'm going to probably altogether probably put back 600 or 800 mils of stock into there. what I was going to say was on the right hand side of the hob there, you've got some stock from the joint of beef that I did yesterday. I tend to cook things like that for sandwiches. No, it's cheaper than buying stuff for sandwiches. So I'll just get that on the boil. So I'll pop that in as well, because it's really, you can see that's really nice beef gravy stock. Just seems a shame to waste it, you know. So now that that's moving again, back in with your beef, sorry, your lamb beef. You can do this with beef quite easily, be just as effective. And then it's a case of, as much as the vegetables as you can get in, you get in. So that's the chickpeas. That's the carrot. That's the squash. The turnip's not going to go in, I can tell you now. That's the beans. So that's it. You then pop the lid on, and that goes into your oven. Like I say, it's 160 for, I'm going to say, probably 2 hours before it's ready to be served. I'll let you have a look then. So I'm just going to get the tagine out of the oven now. It's had 2 hours. Checked it after an hour just to see if make sure that there was enough water in there. I'll take it off this way and then you'll see. So you see how basically the way that the tagine works is the top bit here holds the steam and then steams the rest of the food inside, and that is a soft, in fact I'll show you, that's a piece of the lamb there, look, and that's a wooden spoon, and that just falls to pieces. So serve that with some couscous and it's absolutely delicious. Thank you.